everyone. Or should I say good morning to those who were still pretending to be awake? Haha, this is Alex from ShadowTalk English, and today we're talking about the one thing that connects every human on Earth, waking up. Yes, today's topic is morning routine. In this episode, we'll cover 5 simple moments that happen every single day. Waking up, getting ready, breakfast time, going to work, and finally, our sweet revenge, the evening routine. So grab your coffee or your please don't talk to me yet face, and let's start. 1. Morning routine. Okay, let's be honest. No one really wakes up like those people in shampoo commercials. You know, birds singing, sunshine glowing, perfect hair, smiling at the mirror like, wow, another day to conquer the world. No. Real life looks like this. Alarm rings. You hit snooze. 5 minutes later, another snooze. Then panic. You jump out of bed like a superhero who overslept his mission. So today, let's learn some natural English phrases you can use when talking about your morning. Alex. For example, I woke up late again. I hit snooze 3 times. I need coffee before I can function. My hair looks like a bird's nest. These are real phrases native speakers say, not textbook English. Alex. Let's shadow this together. Repeat after me. I woke up late again. Good. I hit snooze 3 times. Nice. I need coffee before I can function. Perfect, and true for me every morning. Alex. Now, here's a fun fact. Did you know the word alarm comes from the Italian allarme, meaning 2 arms, like in battle? So yeah, that's why your alarm feels like war every morning. Alex. Here's your morning challenge. Tomorrow, when you wake up, don't touch that snooze button. Instead, say out loud, "Good morning, world. I'm ready." Even if you're lying, say it with confidence. Alex. All right, next time we'll talk about getting ready. What to say when you're brushing your teeth, looking for your socks, and trying to find your phone that's already in your hand. Yep, that's me every day. Thanks for listening to Shadow Talk English. Remember, don't just listen. Shadow, repeat, and speak like a native. See you in the next episode, and good luck waking up tomorrow. All right, we've survived the morning alarm, stretched like a sleepy cat, and had our first sip of coffee. Now it's time for the next big challenge, getting ready. You know that moment when you open your closet and think, I have nothing to wear, even though your closet looks like it could dress a small army? Yeah, that's me every single morning. Let's start with the basics. Clothes. When you're getting ready for work or school, the first step is to pick an outfit. Simple, right? Well, not really. You've got to think about the weather, the occasion, and, of course, whether your shirt is clean or just smells clean. Let's be honest, we've all done that sniff test. Next, the bathroom battle begins. Brushing your teeth, washing your face, and trying to fix your hair. That moment when you look in the mirror and think, wow, who's that zombie? Oh, wait, that's me. If you want to sound natural when talking about this part in English, here are some phrases you can use. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm washing my face. I'm getting dressed. I'm doing my hair. Simple, short, and useful. Now, if you're running late, and let's be real, we always are, you start doing everything at once. Brushing your teeth while checking your phone, trying to tie your shoes while drinking coffee, and somehow you spilled toothpaste on your shirt. And that, my friend, is the daily chaos called getting ready. But let's make this a little learning moment. Here are a few phrases when you're in a rush. I overslept. I'm running late. Where are my keys? I can't find my phone. Those are 100% real-life English expressions. Okay, let's review what we've talked about today, from the eternal clothing dilemma to the chaos of morning multitasking. Remember, getting ready is not just about clothes or brushing your teeth. It's about preparing your mind for the day. So, take a deep breath, look in the mirror, and tell yourself, I've got this. All right, my friends, this was episode 2, Getting Ready. Next time, we'll move on to something delicious. That's right, breakfast time, eggs and croissants. All right, we survived the alarm, the bathroom chaos, and the fashion crisis. Now it's time for the best part of the morning, breakfast. You know, they say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But honestly, sometimes my breakfast is just coffee and regret. Let's talk about typical breakfast habits. In English, you can say, I usually have cereal for breakfast. I drink a cup of coffee. I eat toast with butter and jam. Simple and useful sentences, right? You can practice shadowing right now. Repeat after me. I usually have cereal for breakfast. Good. See, you're already sounding natural. But breakfast time isn't just about food. It's also about time because, let's be honest, we're always in a hurry. You're standing in the kitchen, half awake, holding a spoon in one hand and your phone in the other. You take one bite of cereal, scroll TikTok for 10 minutes, and suddenly, you're late again. Every single day. Oh. Now, let's talk about types of breakfast. In different countries, people eat totally different things. For example, in the US, you might have pancakes, eggs, and bacon. In the UK, a full English breakfast with sausage, beans, eggs, and toast. And in Japan, rice, fish, and soup. Sounds strange? Maybe. But delicious? Definitely. Let's learn some useful breakfast phrases. Say them with me. Ready? What do you want for breakfast? Can you pass the salt, please? I'm not hungry. I'll just have coffee. And my personal favorite, where's my toast? You know, breakfast can tell a lot about your personality. If you eat oatmeal, you're responsible. If you eat pancakes, you're fun. If you skip breakfast, you're me. Let's practice a short mini dialogue you can use with your friends or family. I'll say, what's for breakfast today? You say, just eggs and toast. Then I'll say, nice. Can I have some? And you say, sure, if you wash the dishes after. And then I'll say, I'm not hungry anymore. So, to sum up today's episode, breakfast time isn't only about food. It's a small morning ritual that gives you energy and peace before the crazy day begins. Even if it's just a banana and coffee, enjoy that little moment. All right, friends, this was episode 3, Breakfast Time. In the next one, we'll step outside and face the world. It's time to go to work. Episode 4, Going to Work. All right, we've had our breakfast, or maybe just coffee, and now it's time for the next adventure, going to work. You know that moment when you realize, oh no, I'm late again? That's me, every single morning. Let's talk about how we get to work. You can say, I go to work by bus. I take the subway. I drive to work. I walk to work. Try saying it with me. I go to work by bus. Nice. But sometimes public transport is a real-life adventure. You're on the bus, It's full, someone's eating something weird, and another person is talking loudly on the phone about their cat. You just sit there thinking, why am I here? I should have stayed home. Now, if you drive to work, there's another kind of chaos. Traffic jams. Car, 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 car. You move 2 meters, then stop for 10 minutes. You listen to music, podcasts, maybe cry a little. We've all been there. Here are some useful phrases. I'm stuck in traffic. The train is delayed. The bus is late again. I'm on my way. That last one, I'm on my way, is probably the most common lie ever. You say it while still brushing your teeth. Now let's talk about how you feel going to work. Some people are motivated, smiling, ready to conquer the world. And others, me in a sleepy voice, please, just 5 more minutes. You can say, I'm tired. I don't want to go to work. I'm running late. I need coffee. All very real, very human sentences. But there's one magical moment when you finally arrive at work and say, I made it. That's victory. Now, time to sit, open your computer, and pretend to be productive. Here's a quick mini dialogue you can practice. Alex, how do you get to work? Friend, I take the train every day. Alex, is it fast? Friend, nope, it's always late. Alex, lucky you, I walk and it's still stressful. Okay, let's do a quick recap. You learned phrases like, I'm on my way, I'm stuck in traffic, and the bus is late again. You can use them in real life when talking about your commute. So next time you're heading to work, try describing it in English in your head. I'm walking to work. I'm taking the bus. I'm running late. See? Easy, fun, and useful. All right, my friends, this was episode 4, Going to Work. In the next one, we'll wrap up the day with something cozy and relaxing. Evening routine, moon, stars. Continue to episode 5, Evening routine. All right, friends, we made it through the day. We woke up, got ready, went to work, and somehow survived the traffic. Now, it's finally time for the best part of the day, evening. You know that feeling when you come home, drop your bag, and just go, that's real happiness. Let's talk about what most people do in the evening. You can say, I come home. I take a shower. I have dinner. I watch TV. I go to bed. Try repeating after me. I take a shower. I have dinner. Nice. See, you're not just relaxing. You're improving your English too. Now, let's be honest. Sometimes our evening routine looks more like Netflix, snacks, and pretending we'll go to bed early. You say, I'll sleep at 10. Then it's suddenly 1 a.m. and you're watching cat videos or reading random facts like, can penguins jump? If you want to talk about your evening in English, here are some easy sentences. I'm making dinner. I'm watching a movie. I'm relaxing on the sofa. I'm going to bed. All simple and useful for everyday talk. Let's add some fun expressions too. When you're tired, you can say, I'm exhausted. I'm done for the day. I need some rest. Or my personal favorite, don't talk to me until I've eaten. Now, imagine this. You're sitting at home, dinner's done, you're wearing comfy clothes, maybe scrolling your phone, and you suddenly remember, oh no, I have to wake up early tomorrow. Yep, the circle of life. Here's a short mini dialogue you can practice. Alex, what do you usually do in the evening? Friend, I cook dinner and watch a show. Alex, do you sleep early? Friend, I try, but TikTok says no. So, here's your quick recap. Your evening routine can be anything. Watching a show, reading, cleaning, or doing nothing at all. What's important is that you relax and recharge for tomorrow. Because tomorrow morning, the alarm will strike again. All right, my friends, that's it for today. This was episode 5, Evening Routine, and the final episode of our first block, Daily Routine English. You've learned how to describe your whole day, from waking up to going to bed, all in natural, simple English. Well done.